What's going on, guys? Josh, soccerreviewsforyou.com, bringing you the What's in My Soccer Bag video for the month of September 2017. You guys know the drill. This is where I highlight all of the best products that I found myself using throughout the previous month by filling up a soccer bag. So I show you the bag itself, apparel, equipment, as well as, of course, footwear. And all the items that you see in today's video, you can purchase for yourself by either clicking the little pop-up in the corner of the screen or the first link down below in the description. That'll take you to the What's in My Soccer Bag page on my website, where you'll find individual buy it now links with exclusive SR4U coupon codes for every single item. So if you see something you like, first link down below. Also, guys, if you enjoy the What's in My Soccer Bag series, don't forget to support this video with a like. And if you're new here watching for the first time, welcome. Thank you so much for watching. And don't forget to subscribe for daily videos on all the latest and greatest soccer gear. Number one is the Nike Club Team Swoosh Backpack, which I have right here. Retail on this guy is $50 US, and it comes in a variety of different colors, with this one being all black, of course. Backpack, so obviously it has the two straps fully padded back as well, with the stitched in Nike swoosh, kind of a cool little detail. The bottom of the bag is a nice weatherproof material, so you can put it in the grass as long as it's sitting upright. Water's not gonna seep through the bottom. The rest of the bag's made from a cool textile material that seems to hold up really, really nicely based on my experience. Kind of typical backpack material in all honesty though. You can see it's got this little, what looks to be an upside down pocket, but open it up and it reveals the ball pouch, which you guys saw me use at the start of the video. That's really nice, so you can have it out or you can have it tucked in so it looks like a normal backpack if you don't want to put a ball in there. You have this little pocket here on the front, which is a vented spot for your soccer cleat. So you can see the side is ventilated right here, and it keeps everything separate from the inside of the bag if your boots are particularly dirty, which is really nice. You have a little pocket right here on the top for any kind of keys or phones or anything like that. And then the main compartment opens up here at the back. The zipper is kind of hidden. It goes all the way along the edges. And then on the inside, it reveals a fairly large central compartment with another kind of zippered mesh compartment to put tape or other small items. So overall, pretty decent backpack. And for $50, it's not super cheap, but it is a really, really nice soccer specific backpack if that's what you're after. Next, we have some compression shorts. These are from Adidas. Retail is $25, so fairly inexpensive, blue in color, but you can get them in a variety of different colors. It is the Tech Fit 9-inch base layer shorts. So basically, it's a compression short, which I just find to be a lot more comfortable when playing any kind of sport. You can see it's extremely stretchy, but it's pretty basic. It's got a nice thick band at the top. They don't fall down or ride up on you at all. Very, very comfortable. It's made from their Climalite material, and they also tend to be very durable as well. So for 25 bucks, if you've never worn compression shorts before, I think these would definitely be a good bang for your buck. I read the comments on a monthly basis on this series. Normally, I would wear the Cirelli Body Shield slider shorts. You guys have probably seen them if you regularly watch the series, but a lot of you guys have been asking to see some different stuff. So here's something a little bit different. In my opinion, not as good as the Cirelli ones, but definitely a lot more affordable and just as effective in terms of the compression aspect. What would this series be without unnecessarily expensive items? Well, we're not gonna find out this week because I have for you the $165 Nike PSG Third Jersey, the authentic variation made from their Aero Swift material, which you can see the branding not on that side, which may be a little bit difficult to read, but I really, really like this jersey. I got the last all black PSG jersey that Nike did. I don't remember if it was last year or the year before. I thought it was really good looking. And this one in particular I thought was really cool as well. It's interesting in that it has this camo pattern within the material itself. It's not something that's printed there. It's got these cool white stripes going down the sleeves with a little break in the stripe for where a patch would normally go. You have that on both arms. Obviously this does not have a patch. You have the PSG logo with the mesh in between all of the white bits, so air can still pass through, which is a cool detail of the authentic kits. And then the back pretty much just has all that same camo pattern. And then it also has Paris there along the bottom in like a rubberized material, which I didn't realize until I actually got to hold the shirt in my hand. So very, very expensive. This particular design is available for pretty much all the main Nike clubs, obviously in different colors. I like this one just because it was all black. I thought it was really cool looking. And they do make it in the replica variation for about $90 as well. But if you have a lot of money to spend, if you're a hardcore fan and you want the exact same jersey that the pros are wearing on TV, $165 is the going rate. And I definitely think that the quality is there. Is it worth it? That's something you have to determine for yourself. I'm gonna show you guys a second training top because this one in particular I thought was really cool as well. This is the Champions League Juventus training jersey with a retail price of $60 US, which is far less expensive than the authentic jersey that I just showed you. And I thought this was really cool looking for a couple different reasons. One, I really like the green color, and obviously they have this style of jersey for all of the Adidas clubs that are in the Champions League, not just Juventus. Same general design, just different colors of course, but I thought this one was really cool because I do like the color. I love the new Juventus logo this year. I think that looks really, really good. It's got the black stripes down the sleeves, and then you can see at the end of the sleeve, it's got this little black extension piece, and then it's also elongated at the bottom with another black extension piece. So it has a little bit of a longer look. Obviously it's fitted. It's made from a nice high quality kind of stretchy, breathable material. And then on the very back, kind of hidden, I wish it would have been more on the front, you do actually get the Champions League logo. So overall, as a training jersey, I think it looks really cool, comfortable to train in, of course, and it's cool enough to wear casually as well. I just think it's really, really good looking overall. For shorts, I really like these. These are the Nike Barcelona Third shorts for the 17-18 season. Retail price is $50 US. So again, not particularly cheap. And this would be part of that same line as the PSG jersey that I showed you, but obviously in Barca colors, which changes from black to this kind of burgundy red, which actually looks really, really nice in person. And then just like the jersey, it has that camo pattern very subtly within the material, kind of all throughout the actual jersey. In this particular situation, it's not like the jersey, it's technically printed on top of the material, but it's still very, very subtle and just gives that nice, cool effect. Obviously, because it is Barcelona branded, you get the Nike swoosh and the Barca logo there on either side of the leg. And then these new shorts this year for Nike, they actually do have the vented seam down the sides as well, which are burgundy, and then once they stretch, it reveals a little bit of that bright orange to accent with the Nike swoosh. So $50, not particularly cheap, but the quality is very, very good. The materials are great, the fit is really nice. And again, if you can justify the price, I think they're nice shorts to get. For cooler days, I picked up this right here, the Adidas Juventus Champions League training shirt, training top, training sweater, whatever you want to call it. It's technically listed as a top, although I would consider this to be a sweater. $80 retail price on this guy, and it's a very similar design to that training jersey that I showed you, but different in that obviously it's made from a much thicker material. The top half of this shirt is made from kind of like a windbreaker style material, at least on the outside, and then it transitions into this very soft, kind of fleece type material, very comfortable. You can see it has what looks like kind of a turtleneck design, but this is actually meant to fold over. So you can kind of keep your face fully covered, or at least halfway covered if it's really cold out. But you can see that on the underside, it's lined with this nice kind of fleece material. And then even on the inside of the shirt, it's got this really warm, soft liner as well. So super, super comfortable, keeps you nice and warm when it's very cool. And I think it just looks good in general. It's got that army green color, all the same details that you found on the training jersey. And for $80, it's expensive, but I don't think it's too over the top in regards to price. So if you're looking for a nice training jersey, again, they make this not just for Juve, but all the main Adidas clubs in the Champions League right now. For pants, I went with these right here, the Adidas Bayern Munich training pants for the 17-18 season with a retail of $65, which is fairly reasonable for training pants. A little bit of a premium because it is Bayern Munich, but nothing too bad. And I think these are really cool because of the design in terms of how they look, but also the fact that it does have that kind of old school retro vibe about it, especially with the Adidas stripes just on the one leg like that. I think that looks really cool. But you can see even they added an extra seam going down the front, almost giving them somewhat of a pleated look. It has the same stitch going down the back of either leg as well. It's a little bit easier to see when I'm actually wearing them. The material is slightly thicker than what you would find on the average Tiro pants. It's got zipper pockets, so you can wear it casually as well, which is really nice. And then of course they just taper down like standard soccer specific pants that you would expect from Adidas. It's even got this stretchier material on the back, which just makes them more comfortable, easier to put on. It does have the zipper as well, which is also a nice little thing to have. And honestly, for 65 bucks, they look good, they're comfortable to train in, you can wear them casually. I actually think it's a pretty good deal for these, in all honesty. Next, we have socks, which I'm wearing like this because it's much easier for me to show you. These are the Nike Grip socks, incredible name. The crew sock length variation is about $28, so they're right around the $30 price point. Not super, super cheap. You can see here on the bottom side of the socks, as I point with the other sock, that it's got this interesting material on the bottom. Basically all the black and white kind of heathered type area, that's the Nike grip material. So it's got a little bit of a grippiness to it, kind of like a True Socks concept, but they feel more like regular socks, which is generally why I prefer them. They're not as effective as True Socks in terms of overall grippiness and how much slippage they eliminate on the inside of the shoe, but I like having a little bit less aggressive grip for a little bit better comfort, and overall I think it still does the job really, really nicely. Of course, this is the blue. They're available in a few different colors, and if you're looking for just good quality socks, which a lot of people underestimate, or I guess undervalue in terms of how their socks are going to impact the performance or comfort of their shoes, it's definitely worth the investment if you have the extra money for a really nice pair of socks. These are some of the best ones out there in my opinion, so Nike grip socks, they're good. Next we have these, which are Cirelli Body Shield leg sleeves, $30 retail price, available in white or black. Obviously I have the white ones right here. And what's nice about these, and the reason why I wear them every single time I play with shin guards, is because I don't have to use tape if I'm using these. So it's a sleeve, obviously, goes around your leg and stays in place really nicely. It's got these little silicone Cirelli logos around the inside rim at the top and bottom, which do a really good job of actually holding the sleeves in place, which is great. It's got a cool built-in pocket here on the front. So you slide your shin guards in this pocket. There's a little barrier between the sleeve and the actual shin guard on your leg, which is a little bit more comfortable, I would argue. Plus, because it's an actual pocket, they can't fall through the bottom like they normally would on a regular pair of sleeves, which is really nice. And then you also get the added pour-on foam down the outside of your calf, an area of your leg that would normally be completely exposed with just a pair of shin guards. You get a little bit of extra protection. They hold your shin guards in place. You don't feel them or notice them when you're actually wearing them. And overall, it's really the only product of its kind. I think they're very, very good, and I would very strongly recommend them. For shin guards, I have not changed it up and likely won't change it up for a little while. These are the 3rd generation C6 Agility carbon fiber shin guards. If Batman played soccer, these are the shin guards that he would wear. Aerospace grade, handmade in the US carbon fiber, extremely high quality, really the best of the best in every measurable, I guess, performance characteristic of a shin guard. They are paper thin, they're rock solid, they fit extremely close to your leg. I've had referees on probably like 5 or 6 different occasions ask me to actually roll my socks down to show them that I was actually wearing shin guards because they didn't believe me. They're essentially weightless, they provide so much protection considering how thin and light they are. And again, it's just the best of the best in pretty much every shin guard category. They're expensive with a retail of about $135 with an SR4U coupon code, but I can definitely assure you that if you're willing to spend the money on the last pair of shin guards you'll ever need to buy, these are worth it. As long as you're not one of those people that loses your shin guards every couple weeks, these shin guards are absolutely awesome, and I definitely would recommend them to you. For ball this month, I went with the Nike Ordem 5 match ball. This is the unbranded variation, but obviously this is the match ball for La Liga, the Serie A, as well as the Premier League at the moment. $160 retail price, so it is not cheap, but it is the same ball that you're seeing the pros use on TV. And really, it's a good design at this point. They haven't really changed things from the Ordem 3 or 4. It's just a different color scheme, and the way the ball looks because of the graphics is a little bit different, but it's the same general design. It's very well proven, it's durable, it performs well, it's got a nice consistent feel either when touching the ball, controlling the ball, or striking the ball. There's no hard spots or soft spots. It's very well balanced. It flies through the air nicely. I would say it has a fairly predictable flight path, meaning that if you kick the ball straight, it goes straight, which is something that I personally really like in any soccer ball, period. And again, it's really one of the best ones out there. So if you're willing to spend the money, I definitely think the Ordem 5 is a very solid investment. And as long as you take care of it, it's gonna last you a long time as well. This is another product that I've been using a lot, pretty much over the last 2.5 months, because I have been struggling with a little bit of plantar fasciitis, mainly on my right heel, my right foot. These are Correct Sole Active Pro Insoles. Retail is about $50, so they're not particularly cheap, but they really are the only product of its kind that I've found that actually fits well in any soccer cleat, is comfortable to wear, and just works in general. So you can see it's very low profile. It's got a good amount of padding. It's gonna be very similar, if not a little bit better in terms of underfoot cushioning to your current stock insoles. But what's nice about this is this element right here, which is actually an arch support element that's made from a special material with a special design that's actually thin and very flexible, which means it's actually going to fit in your soccer cleats properly without lifting your heel to the moon and just screwing up the entire fit of the shoe. Plus, you can see this is the low branded one, which is red in color. They also make a medium and a high arch variation. I'm personally slightly flat-footed, more of a low arch, so I have an insole that is more close to what I need specifically, which just makes for a more custom, more comfortable fit. And trust me, these make a big difference for me with plantar fasciitis if you're slightly flat-footed in general, or if you're just looking for extra arch support that soccer cleats really don't provide all that much of at all. A product like this, regardless of your arch type, is definitely worth a look. If you guys want a little bit more info on these, I'll leave a little pop-up on screen to my full product review where I go over all of the details, so be sure to check that out. For cleats, this month I was a really big fan of the Joma Champion. I'm actually gonna show you guys a few different pieces of footwear, soccer cleats indoors, as well as some sneakers, starting off with the sneakers, which is this guy right here. I am a really big fan of this, and this is a shoe that I seen at the store, but it wasn't really on my radar, but Adidas ended up sending me these as I guess a bit of a surprise, and I really like them. I've worn this sneaker more than anything else this month. It is the Adidas Init Runner. I think that's how you say it. I don't know. What's your pronunciation of that? I say Iniki. I think that's about right. But what's nice about this is it's got this kind of old school vibe to it, which I really like the look of, especially in this colorway, pretty much all black with just a white midsole. Retail on this is $120, which is not super cheap, but not overly expensive considering that you get a full boost midsole, which is very comfortable. Reminds me a lot of the NMDs, especially once broken in. When you wear these in a little bit, they tend to feel a little bit more comfortable, a little bit firm for boost out of the box in my opinion. But again, once worn in, super comfortable. There's really no kind of structure to the upper, which is nice. So if you're traveling, you can technically smush it completely flat and not have to worry about anything because there's no structure into heel to damage or anything like that, but very comfortable, kind of a loose fit overall, then just a standard rubber outsole. This is not made for running, it's not made for training. There's really no stability to this upper whatsoever. It's pretty much just a sock material with these suede overlays, but for $120, a sneaker that's very comfortable, looks the part, and is good quality, I think you can't go wrong with these, especially if you're looking for something a little bit different. I personally have not seen too many people wearing these yet. For indoors, I've been keeping things very simple, going with a classic, specifically the Adidas Samba Classic. I have them here in white. They're available in black with white stripes as well. And in my opinion, this is not only one of the better indoors out there still, even though it's been around for so long, it's easily one of the best bang for your buck indoor/street soccer shoes out there with a retail price of only $70 US. And you can regularly find these for less than that with coupon codes, sometimes even on sale if a store is trying to clear out their stock. But really decent quality leather. They're a little bit firm at first, but it's leather, so as you wear them in, they soften up significantly. Normally it would have the extra extension piece to the tongue, which I have just trimmed away. It's kind of got this foam-based type material, so you can pretty much just cut it across and not have to worry about anything fraying or anything like that, which is really nice, just so it eliminates that extra bulk. Some people like the look of the tongue, so they leave it there for casual wear, but you absolutely can wear these casually as well. They're very comfortable, and it's got this super solid kind of rubber outsole, almost like a gum rubber type material. And actually, if the floor is relatively clean, the traction that this provides is very good, and it's super durable and provides good traction on concrete or asphalt or whatever type of street soccer type surface you want to use these on. You can see I wore these in wet grass a couple of times. That's why it's all over the place there, but really nice indoors. And if you're on a tighter budget, or if you just want a pair of shoes that you can wear on an everyday basis, they don't look like indoor soccer shoes, which I think it's a little bit weird to walk around with indoor mercurials on your feet. I think the Samba Classic is definitely something to consider, especially if you're on a lower budget. It's an awesome shoe. For cleats this month, because there wasn't anything all that new, mostly just colorway updates, I kind of reverted back to the couple boots that I really like the feel of. A lot of you guys know the Nike Tiempo Legend 7 is my personal favorite, but given that September was a little bit more wet, at least in my area, a lot more rain, I went with something synthetic in the form of the Adidas X17 Plus Pure Speed. I specifically like this brand new Pyro Storm colorway. I think it looks really cool, mostly black, especially from a distance, but as you get up close and as it moves around, because of the dot design, it has this kind of color flip effect to it. Really cool, but the Pure Speed in general, I think is an awesome boot. It's my personal favorite at the moment from the Adidas brand, so I really like the way they fit. It's a unique design with the full lace cover system. You still have the laces underneath, so you get that adjustability. The tightness and responsiveness is fairly good. I wouldn't say that it's the best out there. A lot of people want to compare this to the Mercurial Vapor or the Mercurial Superfly, and I wouldn't necessarily compare the two. The fit and feel is entirely different, but they're comfortable. The touch that it provides is not too thin, not too padded. The traction is decent. It's obviously very lightweight. And again, it's just a comfortable shoe overall, which is mainly what I really like about them. So if you were thinking about the Pure Speed, I think it's a really, really solid boot. Anyways, guys, that is it for this month's What's in My Soccer Bag video. Again, if you saw something that you like, you'll find buy it now links to everything in this video by clicking the first link down below. Be sure to check that out. If you enjoyed this video, enjoy the series, be sure to support the video with a like. That would be awesome. Subscribe if you haven't already for daily videos on all the latest and greatest soccer gear. Any questions, as always, leave them down below in the comments, and I'll do my best to get an answer out to you as soon as I possibly can. All my social media information linked in the description as well, so follow me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter if you don't already. And other than that, guys, hope you enjoyed today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.